Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of POK Experience. On this particular episode, I will be discussing how to sell to Nigerians abroad, and I'll be talking about the five principles that works, five principles that are tested, trusted, and I've seen worked in the US, UK, Canada, and it's working in Nigeria as well. But let's focus on the ones I've used to sell to Nigerians. I've sold to Nigerians abroad all my career in marketing. Yes, I kid you not, bro. I've sold African grocery in the US, in UK and Canada. I've sold kaftan. I've sold waist beads. I've sold perfume. Not me directly this time around. My agency. Yes, like I told you, POK e-commerce agency, we managed marketing for more than 15 clients right now. Yes, your African grocery stores that you know popular in the US, we are the brain behind them. We are the marketing brain behind them. Yeah, we help you manage your social media. We create your content for you, we create your flyers, we create all of those things so that you can focus on supply chain, right? We run your ads. We help you manage your Shopify. We help you manage your email. What's left? We are the marketing. We handle the marketing for you so that you can just handle the production, the supply chain. Supply chain is a very big problem in e-commerce. From my experience, it's a very big problem. Many people I've seen people increase their order. People will hire me as a digital marketer. I'll come on board. Maybe somebody that is doing, let's say, 100 orders in a month. That's what you do. And I'll come on board, and in 90 days, you'll start getting about 1,000 orders. Guess what happened? Everything collapsed. The customer support will collapse. Why? The cost will be overwhelming. The supply chain will not be able to sustain it, and it just happens like that. And it shows me that majority of founders trying to sell to Nigerians abroad are not focused on the most important part, which is producing that thing that they are selling, which is supply chain. If you're not focused on supply chain, if you're not focused on how can I make this product better, how can I increase my product? Okay, you are shipping your product from, let's say, China. Whatever you are selling online, it's an e-commerce person, you're shipping it from China, but your product quality there's always chance to improve the quality of a product, right? There's always chance to increase the quality of a product. There will always be chance to increase the quality of a product. But if you, as the founder, you are the one planning your social media, you are the ones trying to run ads, you are the ones trying to do SEO, you are the ones trying to write blog, you don't. No, that's not possible. You will, one area of this whole process, this whole system will suffer. As you're focusing on marketing, your supply chain is suffering. You're focusing on supply chain, marketing is suffering. You're focusing on marketing, logistics is suffering. You know, right? So what we do at POK e-commerce agency is we handle the marketing for you at a fee that is not so expensive. Yes, it's very affordable for people, so that you will just focus on other parts, which are the logistics and supply chain. And on this episode, I want to talk about the 5 principles that we at POK e-commerce agency have been using for more than 5 years now to sell to Nigerians abroad, and it's working. And the first one is, know this: trust is the core. Trust is the core of selling to anybody in the world. But for Nigerians abroad, they used to live in Nigeria. Majority of them used to live here. They used to live in Nigeria. And what do you know? What do you know about the e-commerce space of Nigeria? What do you know about it? Answer that question in your mind. There's lack of trust. We have the old Jumia, we have the Jumia and Co. We have the Konga. Konga is even dead now. You can say Konga is not that working because But Jumia, is Jumia thriving? How many people shop on Jumia? So the e-commerce space in Nigeria is not thriving. Why? Because of lack of trust. People believe if they order something, it's either the customer is not going to, the person is not going to deliver the products. Yes. Or they deliver a substandard product. So e-commerce is not thriving in Nigeria. That means Nigerians are not used to ordering things online. So if you want to sell to Nigerians abroad, you have a big work to do to show that you are trustworthy, to show that you are somebody that they could trust, right? So that's number one principle that you need to work on. And that's one of the things that we do at POK e-commerce agency for our clients. We try to build trust. And a lot of things, you have to do a lot of things to build this particular trust. Let me give an example. Your website. Do you know that your website is one of the important ways to show that you are trustworthy? You don't know? It is. Many people always add fake reviews to their website. Like they will type the reviews and say these are what people are saying about us. But on Shopify, there's a way for you to connect your Google review. That means Google reviews are reviews that people post themselves. People trust Google reviews. If I do that, on Google Merchant, your Google My Business page. On your Google My Business page, there's a place there where people can drop reviews for a particular business. So if you are selling African grocery, for example, in the US, UK, or Canada, don't mind me mentioning African grocery. I've worked with more than 10 African grocery stores. Yes, US, UK, Canada, more than 10. It's an industry I know so well. I've built a lot of Shopify stores. I've managed ads. I've run grocery. It's a big market that a lot of people, walk in, they sell, and it's a room for all, man. So don't mind me when I mention African grocery. Yeah, because I've sold more than $4 million African grocery. Yeah, not over time, this year alone, revenue generated. So I'm giving you that. So if you're selling African grocery and your store is a physical store, you have a Google My Business. Your Google My Business is a place where you can put in reviews. Even if you're selling online, there's a place where people can drop honest reviews. Now, Shopify allows you to put that review on your website. You can sync it so that those reviews will be on your website instead of you typing your own personal review. You can also connect Trustpilot reviews to your website. You can also connect this other one, TripAdvisor. You can also connect it to your website. So again, that's one way to show that you are trustworthy, because when people land on your website, they will be able to go through your once they are going through your website, they will get to that review and say, okay, these are actually real reviews compared to other people that don't add real truth reviews, like real reviews on their websites. They always type their reviews themselves. They cook it up on ChatGPT. So that sales starts when doubt ends. Before you can sell to a Nigerian abroad, the Nigerian has to trust you, and you can only sell when doubt has ended. How can you end that doubt? Number one, add real reviews to your website. Number two, make sure you collect video reviews. Number three, make sure your social media complaints are addressed publicly. That's another one I want to actually hammer on. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of ways where strategies we use as POK e-commerce agency to build trust for our clients. And I'm not going to say everything here. I'll just give you those three, okay? And I want you to go work with that. So let me explain that other one, why you should address those things publicly. There are reviews, there are complaints on your social media. There will be complaints. That's e-commerce for you. If people are not complaining, you are not even pushing yet. They should be complaining. People will complain on your Instagram comment section and say, oh, I placed my order, my order did not deliver. And you will say, oh, send us a DM. The problem with that is once you address it in the DM, the customer will not come back to that comment section to say, oh, I later got my order. They won't. So once you say you are send a DM and you resolve it in the DM, you have to come back and say, thank you, your issue has been resolved. We're happy your issue has been resolved. And you ask, hope you've received your order now. The client will be forced to reply that particular response with a, oh yes, I got my order. Again, anybody strolling publicly will be able to go through the trail of that response and say, oh, these guys they are trustworthy. Again, there are a lot of ways to build trust, but I want to let you know that one of the sales principles when you're selling to Nigerians abroad is you have to build trust. Your website, your social media, how you handle refund, how you handle returns, all of these things, you can build trust with them. You should build trust with them, and you must build trust with them. Another one is your position has to be that of status and prestige. Now, I know a lot of people will ask for my head for this one, but Nigerians are classist, right? There's elitism in Nigeria. There are people that don't do that in Nigeria. There are some people that don't do that. But people are, again, this is marketing. I'm not trying to shame anybody or insult anybody. I'm saying there's classism. Do you ever wonder why majority of brands in Lagos, there's always luxury behind them? Luxury apartment, luxury this, luxury foundation, luxury that, luxury clothes, luxury. Anything in Lagos is luxury. Even if the price is 5,000 naira, it's luxury. So one of the things is you have to know that there's a status. People can actually. There was a time they were selling this thing that looks like is it gold leaf that they put on food that used to be very cheap. People actually sold it for about 100,000 naira, and it was insane. People bought it. Why? It makes them feel elitist. It made them feel like their status has increased in the society. That's why people that are hungry will save money to buy the new iPhone. So your duty as a business owner, as a marketing person, is to key into that psychology of an average Nigerian. So Nigerians, yes, they want maybe somebody that just relocated abroad. They want to buy stuff, right? In the cheap, they want to be able to buy things that they can afford. You can create a product line for that particular category and still make them feel like their status increased. Still make them feel like there's prestige in patronizing you. Oh, don't you know the place I bought this thing? Don't you know this shirt that I'm putting on is from so and so brand? You know how much you sell it? Do you know? That's the psychology of an average Nigerian. They want to feel proud of what they are buying. They want to showcase the lifestyle. They want that luxury kind of thing. So if you're selling to Nigerians abroad, make sure once they buy from you, it makes them feel proud. There are a lot of ways to do this. So you can do this via your packaging. You just sold something as small as Gary, and you just put it in a nylon bag and you send it to Nigeria. So you sold Gary to a Nigerian and just ship it to them anyhow. They just brought that hoodie that you are selling and you just ship it via one nylon ziplock. There's a way you can make them feel proud with the way you package the item you just sent to them. To just switch everything around and they'll feel like, oh, I'm a king. Yeah, they want to feel like a king. They want to feel like a lady, a queen. And you can do this via a lot of ways. Even what you post on your own business social media, what you post also matter. Your product image. Oh my God. Your product image is very, very important because it sends a particular signal when they are looking at it like, okay, this look classy. This look classy, this look gorgeous. I want this on my hand. I want this on my hand. So status and prestige is another thing you should consider. The third principle is Nigerians love personal touch. They ask questions a lot. Give them access, give them a route to ask you questions. Give them a route to ask you questions. Yes, you have your Shopify, you have your website running, you have everything running, but have a toll-free line, have a WhatsApp widget, have a Shopify, what's it called? What's the app called? Klaviyo. Have a Klaviyo widget on your landing page. Give them route to talk to you. Have a constant spacing to respond to your Instagram DMs. They will come to your DM. They know the website, the product is on the website. They know they can go there to buy. They will still come to your DM to ask questions. Why? They want to know that a real human being is. This is owing to the fact that there's lack of trust. So they will still ask, they also want to know if that a real human being is behind this. And that's what that Instagram DMs and messages will help you do. So the first thing is over-deliver on the first order, on the first purchase. This is very, very, very key. Over-deliver on the first order. Over-deliver. This is very important because there used to be a time where I work as a performance marketer where I just run ads alone for clients. And I've seen that one of the things that affect, again, ads is, these days I believe ads is something that everybody should be able to do. It's going to go there, right? We're going to get there, right? That everybody will just be able to run ads. So when I used to run ads alone, when I used to just be an ad manager, I would already tell clients like, see, if you want your ads to be profitable, the best way you can do is increase the average order value, increase the customer lifetime value. I mean, yes, and how can you increase the customer lifetime value? Is by getting your customer to come back to buy again and again. It's by retaining your customer. How can you retain a Nigerian? By making sure that first purchase that they make from you, you make sure that everything is right. Make sure that you pack the correct item. Make sure that you can even add a gift. Add a gift to it if necessary. Add a gift to it if necessary. Once you have experiences, Nigerians will place an order from you as a test. It's called the test order. So whatever it is you are selling wigs, there used to be a client I advertised for. She sells wig, but she's targeting Nigerians abroad. So the cheapest wig that she sells is like 250,000 naira. She's in Nigeria, right? And she was like, I said, look, the moment they buy, they get an order and it's going abroad, make sure you are diligent about that order. Pack it meticulously. Make sure that all your packages are there. Make sure that all of the cards you add to your orders are there. Make sure everything is right. Take it to DHL yourself and make sure this thing gets to London. When it gets to London, make sure you track the client and thank them for placing their order. This will retain that client for more than a year. She's been doing this and her sales has been going up. One of the things why I'm giving that example is Nigerians will order the cheapest thing on your website. The cheapest thing. They can order an item that is as low as $5. They want to test you. They will just order something that is as low as $5. They will say, okay, $5 is money that they can lose. It's still owing to the lack of trust. So they will place an order for $5. They will place a $10 order, and before you know, you will either mess it up, and they will just say, "Oh, this one is fake," or you do it the right way, and you have just have a customer that you will keep selling to for the next 2 years. So I will say over deliver on your first purchase. Don't mess with it. Don't make a mistake. Over deliver on your first purchase. And last thing is use cultural lingos. This is a very skeptical one because anytime I recommend it to clients, they're always like, no. Let me give you an idea. If you are running ads and you use local language in your content, that content will be shown to Nigerians, like straight up. Why? Why do you think so? Facebook knows the language that is being used in that particular content, and they know that people that listen to it, the moment you pick your location, they will just start showing it to those persons because they can relate to it, and they will be the only people that can relate to it. It's well targeted. Let me go into much. This is a gem. Most time when I recommend it, clients always say, no, I don't want. I want to be classy. Yes, you can be classy and still use cultural tone in your content. And that's a way to sell to Nigerians. These 5 principles, if you can key into it, again, these things can be done in every junction of the funnel. When you are running ads, when you are packing the orders, when you are creating your social media content, whatever thing you are doing, these 5 principles must be considered. This thing I'm about to post on my social media, is it going to make me trustworthy? Does it consider the status and prestige angle? Am I communicating to these people in a tone and language that they can understand? These are the things you have to know. These are the things you have to consider. When in anything that you do, in the videos you are recording, even in the content that you put on your landing page, you have to consider these things. Yes. I don't want to make this episode too long. I want to keep it under maybe 20 minutes. And that will be the end of this episode. See you some other time.